Hey everyone, I'm Larry Walsh,
Hi, everybody. I'm Amy Henderson.
and this is Channelnomics and the Margins. We're coming to you from, where am I now,
The
Amy?
Ambassador Hotel in Phoenix, Arizona, right
Yeah,
near Camelback Mountain. It is beautiful here, I must say.
yeah, and we're attending Top Down Horizons. This is the first investor event for managed services, and it has been an amazing couple of days here.
There's so many MSPs here. I'm gaining so much perspective from business owners to operators. So many events that we have. There are vendors that have MSP programs where you hear from the vendor's perspective, but you don't often hear it from the business owner operator perspective. So that's been really insightful for
And
me this trip.
and the bankers and investors that are here. I mean, and that's the thing that is like, one of the things that, I just did a panel on with MSP aggregators, people who are doing the roll-ups. And they were talking about that, yes, consolidation has been happening for a while. Mergers and acquisitions are not new in managed services, but the money is getting smarter and the expectations are getting higher. And Amy, one of the takeaways I have from the conversations here is that there is an appetite for acquiring MSPs, for creating larger MSPs out of smaller ones, but the quality is the issue, is that they are looking for quality companies, not just companies with books of business.
Somebody on the panel said something that really resonated with me. And he said, great companies are not sold, they're bought. And so the goal is not to sell your company, it's to be bought. So, what is that unique factor? What is that it factor for these businesses that make them attractive, make them exciting? And so, it's really interesting to hear the perspective of these companies in terms of what is going to be their significant edge. And most of them said speed, AI, and again, the impact of their folks in terms of working smarter,
Yeah, and
working
look,
faster.
and you can't go to a channel event nowadays without talking about AI. And that's the other thing, is that AI is changing the business. And one of the the things that's been talked about here, and the people at Top Down have really advocated the idea of managed intelligence providers. And this is something that is relatively new. This notion that MSPs are evolving to become the providers of intelligence to their business customers, that they are managing the AI instances. They're providing them with the guidance of what they're supposed to do. And there's a real consensus here that is the future. And in fact, Top Down actually released a report, The State of Managed Services in the Era of AI, which I edited for them. It really does. Don't laugh. I
Nice
did
plug.
this. Yeah.
I was going to plug it for you, but you did it, so you go.
Yeah, no, but it really does. I told them, I said, yes, it's the state of what's happening today, but it's also a blueprint, an aspirational blueprint of where managed services needs to go next.
Yeah, I think MIP MIP, if you will,
Yeah.
is the next hot word next to AI. So it's going to be interesting to see just this trend, how it evolves over the next 6 to 12 months. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. Well, look, I recommend checking out Top Down's reports. You can find it at their website, Top Down Ventures. You can also find a companion piece that I wrote on Channelnomics, that actually gives a slightly different perspective, but they're both very much aligned. And there's a lot of other things to talk about, but we'll get to that the next time we come around, Amy, right?
Absolutely.
Right. So listen, if you like what we're doing here at Channelnomics, hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, check out our other podcasts, Changing Channels, as well as The Network Effect, hosted by Amy Henderson, and all the great content and the services that we offer at Channelnomics. Until next time, I'm Larry Walsh.
I'm Amy Henderson.